going on? Welcome to Shred Gaming and part 1 of 5 of my Mortal Kombat 12 must-have series. So many of us creators like to create like a perfect roster video or a top 10 roster video. And to be honest, that's super fun to do and I really like doing that. However, I like to dive a little deeper into ask the question why they should be in the next game and how they can be implemented, looking at both their potential lore importance and their gameplay mechanics. And in this series is going to be in no particular order, so I'm just going to start with the one character I want most in Mortal Kombat 12, and that is Sareena. And before we get into it, please help the channel grow, hit that subscribe button. Now let's get after it. So Sareena is one of the most requested characters from the 3D era and arguably has the most potential to be a major lead character in the Mortal Kombat universe. And since Ed Boon has been saying that he is going to include more 3D era characters in the next Mortal Kombat installment, what better time than to give Sareena the spotlight? Sareena has one of the more intriguing and complex backstories in Mortal Kombat and one of the best redemption arcs I have ever seen. So here's a quick overview of her story. Her first appearance was in Mortal Kombat mythologies as a Netherrealm assassin and personal bodyguard of Quan Chi, along with her two sisters, Kia and Jitaka. When Sub-Zero was tasked to retrieve Shinnok's amulet from Quan Chi in the Netherrealm, he was met by Sareena and was given the duty to assassinate him. Sub-Zero and Sareena met in combat and she failed to defeat him, but Sub-Zero still spared her life. After their conflict, Sareena secretly joined with Sub-Zero to aid him on his mission to kill Quan Chi and retrieve the amulet. However, after Quan Chi was defeated, Sareena was killed by Shinnok, but was later to be revealed that he actually only killed her human form, and because of her betrayal, she was sent to the torture chambers where she remained for years. She later escaped the Netherrealm via portal and by chance runs into Kuai Liang, the new Sub-Zero and brother of Bi-Han, the old Sub-Zero, who spared her life, but has since died. So Kuai Liang, being the more noble and compassionate leader in comparison to his brother Bi-Han, felt obligated to take her in and have her join the Lin Kuei. So already we have a ton of material to go off of. Here's a demon assassin from the Netherrealm who sees a different path that she can take that is outside of the only thing she's ever really known, and then turns face to join the good guys. So far, this is a perfect setup for a lead protagonist. Am I right, Lucasfilms? We're talking about someone from the inside who knows the ways and the strategies and tactics of the evil antagonist, who can both aid and lead the good guys to combat the bad guys. This is also a great gateway for conflict, romance, drama, and character growth and development. Since she was once devout to Quan Chi and from the Netherrealm, this would cause strife between the other Lin Kuei initiates since she is now part of the Lin Kuei, and cause tension between Sareena and Frost. But if NRS is going to do this with Frost again, maybe just leave her out of Mortal Kombat 12 and bring in someone else, or maybe even create a new female Lin Kuei prodigy. Either way, Sareena's presence would make for a lot of tension with another, quote, notable students. Sareena could also be a great opportunity for a romance between her and Kuai Liang. We've never really seen Sub-Zero like fall in love before, and this romance would cause even more tension between another, quote, notable recruit that isn't Frost, and also give a great romantic dynamic between a student and a teacher. And last, and probably the most important, is of course growth and development. Sareena has an unbelievable amount of potential to grow as a character. From controlling her demon form to struggling with her past, she is a great character that really has to wrestle with her feelings and identity. She could really struggle with her allegiances as well, coming from her past as an assassin from the Netherrealm to now becoming a student of the Lin Kuei. Internal conflict always makes for a great character, especially with one that always has to deal with social conflict and a physical manifestation that she has to learn to control. All these things could potentially lead to a big decision that needs to be made in the story, and this decision could have big impacts to what happens for the future. For instance, Sareena could be put into a predicament where she has to decide to either stay with the Lin Kuei or go back to the Netherrealm, or you can even take it a step further to where she has to decide whether to save Kuai Liang or kill him to prove either her allegiances to Quan Chi or her love for Kuai Liang. There are all sorts of possibilities with Sareena. You can do so many different things, but the one thing that needs to be done is she needs to be a good guy. Much like in every story, if Frost is there, she does need to be the bad guy. With Sareena, being a protagonist is a must. She needs to hold that redemption arc. And now let's talk about game mechanics. If Sareena is in Mortal Kombat 12, I would want her to have a combination of both that aggressive Lin Kuei style and assassin-like agility. Having trained as both an assassin of the Netherrealm and the Lin Kuei, I would expect Sareena to have a fighting style that brings in elements of both worlds, which means naturally she could be a close range, fast, and aggressive rushdown character, taking most of her influence from Mortal Kombat 9's Skarlet. Considering Skarlet has many of the tools that Sareena had in Armageddon, such as her throwing knives and mid-range dash special, Skarlet is a perfect template for what Sareena's playstyle would look like. Where her fighting expression and unique mechanic will be is her demon form. As a Lin Kuei student, she would have had to master her transformation, which means she would have to control going in and out of it. But I don't expect her demon form to be that of a giant monster, but only her appearance changes, yet her size, speed, and her normals don't change. But what does change is this form would open up different specials that you could use and make some move plus on block. So to balance this all out, because already she sounds pretty OP, what I would do with her demon form is have it be charged by a special meter, which she only gets by offensive attacks, meaning by design, she's required a very offensive type of player, because the best way to gain these abilities is by being more aggressive. However, also, to keep it balanced, these abilities are just that. They are just different abilities that are unlocked in this form, such as her 5-star kick, her fire skull, and her gut buster. This form would not buff her damage, but it would allow for more of her moves to be plus on block. This is all to be used until the timed meter runs out, and then she transforms back into her human form, going back to her normal specials, and the meter has to be built back up again. Last thing I want to mention is her commas. One of the things I feel Mortal Kombat 11 got right is their use of weapons with most of their characters. This is something I really hope returns in Mortal Kombat 12. Depending on where you look, Sareena uses either her commas or her Dragon Tooth. Personally, I feel like the commas were a really good weapon for her, and if she is a part of the Mortal Kombat 12 roster, this is something I really hope is a part of her moveset. So I want to know what you guys think. Please comment down below, let me know. I personally really want Sareena to be in Mortal Kombat 12. Now is a great time for her light to shine, and I think she could bring a lot to the table. I would really like to see her moveset and personality be built into her mechanics, and I really just think that she'd be a great character to add and to be not just a side character but a lead character that really does a lot for the story. As for the ending of Mortal Kombat 11, it could open up so many possibilities. At this point, the writers can go any direction they want to, and I hope that Sareena is written into the story to be a very important character. And me personally, I like happy endings, so I really like redemption arcs, and to see someone rise from the ashes and getting out of the bad situation that they came from to be like a beacon of hope, you know? So this kind of story is really important to me, and I'd really like to see it implemented. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, help this channel grow. Until next time, shred out.
All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human.